Hello, everyone! We're back with another GMS Hebrew Israelite who apparently thinks I misjudged something. Now, I know this is meant to be something slick that we really know it isn't, but let's just see where this doomed-to-fail criticism goes.
Yeah, so for those is the Amalek narrative.
Which is a very specific historical reference.
Yeah, so for those who might not have, a degree in ancient biblical history.
Well, at least you actually watched the video to a degree. You might be cherry-picking as per usual, but at least you were one of the few GMS members to click on it before you opened your mouth.
All right, and this lesson is based on this Mr. Judge character, all right? And, first off, I would like to say this. I understand why this Edomite would be so, trying to protect his own, like anybody would be trying to protect their own.
Who is my own, exactly? I assume, since you call me an Edomite, you mean other white people? But even if that's what you're saying, neither my video nor anything I've actually said and done has implied I'm trying to protect other white people. Sure, I would protect someone who was a friend who happened to be white, but the same applies to literally anyone else. And I am not part of any collective, so you're projecting, my guy.
But no, motherfucker, you need to learn more about who certain nations of people are.
Okay, how about we make a deal? I'll learn your very racist and scientifically debunked dumb ideology, and you, in turn, take a biology class, specifically genetics, which will show you how your nations and 12 tribes dogma is shit. And then we meet back here. Sound good?
Right, because what you guys said is absolutely false. Right, when the Israelite camps are out there talking about Esau, we are speaking about a specific people that are still around today.
Except they're not, because Esau both never existed as a person, and while the nation you believe he fathered existed, they were actually a brother nation to Israelites, sharing language, culture, and ancestry. The Hebrew Israelites are the only ones claiming they were white and a different race.
All right, so without any further ado, we're going to prove that little narrative that he was speaking on is bullshit. All right. So the name of this lesson is Mr. Judge, Misjudge.
Do you not realize you're recording yourself? Or remember that you put a title in your video? I swear, if you guys were even half as smart as you think you are, you would understand what the basic principle of self-recording implies.
Right? Mr. Judge, Misjudge. And again, with the Amalek narrative, I marked it down where they specifically said it at the timestamp of 7 minutes, 45 seconds, all the way into the 8th minute mark in 30 seconds.
Which means you both ignored the first 6 minutes of the video and are now cherry-picking. What a surprise.
All right. Now, Amalek is the grandson of Esau, and we're going to go into that. All right. First off.
Well, he's not, because as I established a moment ago, this grandfather doesn't exist. But, okay.
Let me close up this. We're going to go to the book of Genesis, starting at the very beginning when all this came to be.
Yeah, I'm not listening to this biblical lecture, and neither do my viewers want to hear it. So time to do some video editing magic.
Right? Now, keep reading. Right? Keep that in mind, though. It said two separate nations, right? And two separate manner of people, right? And that the older, the one that comes out first, is going to serve the younger, the one who came out last, okay? Now, verse 24, Genesis 25 and verse 24, the birth of Esau and Jacob, okay? Notice it said the birth of Esau and Jacob. It didn't say the birth of Jacob and Esau. It said the birth of Esau and Jacob, and we're going to know why. Verse 24, Genesis 25 and 24, it says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, right? Came out red all over like a hairy garment. Red, right? So let's get that in mind. Red. Okay? Now, verse 26, it says, and after that came his brother out. Who would that be? Jacob, right? And his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, or Yaquab.
See, guys, he's just reciting bullshit Hebrew Israelite rhetoric, all of which we can just Google like I did if we are so inclined to actually learn. But this cultist is acting like we all don't have internet or phones or Google doesn't exist. We don't need him to tell us all his bullshit to know he's just a brainwashed fool.
Two nations are in thy womb. Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. The elder shall serve the younger, right? Do not dismiss that. The elder shall serve the younger. Now, verse 25. It says,
And on he goes. I'm saving us all a lot of time and brain cells. You're welcome.
who Amalek is, because that is the prime subject of this matter. This is Genesis chapter 36. And this is talking about Esau's descendants, right? You read all Genesis 36, they give you Esau's descendants, but I'm going straight to the gut punch, right? This is Genesis 36, starting at verse 12. And Timnah was a concubine, right? And Timnah was a concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. See that? I'm gonna read it again, Genesis 36 and 12. And Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. So you got Esau's son, and then Eliphaz bare Amalek. So that makes Amalek what?
Who the fuck could listen to this? I have this shit on triple speed and he's still going extensively. Dude, none of your Bible babble has anything to do with my video, nor was I ever talking about the Hebrew Bible. I don't give a fuck about it. Stop moving the goalposts on what my topic was about.
Okay, and now we know who Amalek is. Amalek is the grandson of Esau. We cannot dismiss this, right?
I am both not a believer in your racist religion, nor did I dismiss your claim. As a matter of fact, sir, I debunked it. All you're doing at this point in time is repeating the same shit to sound smart. You're not. You are a mouth for an ideology that barely 9% of the U.S. population even subscribes to.
Randomly calling certain people wicked or evil. Well, they are. These people are the wicked, all right? And we're going to get that through.
So we're evil because your Bible tells you we are? Okay. I'm going to need you to keep that same energy if you ever get robbed or have an accident. When white paramedics come to give you CPR, or when someone steals a family gift, do not ask for help from cops or any other professional. We're evil, according to you, so you should not depend on our empathy that you claim we don't have to save you from bad situations. I highly doubt you'll turn it down, you hypocrite.
If you go to visit Mount Sierra, right? What's the other spot? I forget the name of it. Matter of fact, when you watch the movie, what was it, Indiana Jones and the Lost Crusade, they show a quick imagery of where where Esau came from. All right.
You don't even know your own geography, you stupid racist dickhead. We just zoomed through books worth of irrelevant shit, and he can't even remember the location of this fake person and has to reference a fucking movie. You're a clown, dude. A straight up clown.
Of thy hatred against them, right? Esau, Amalek, against the Israelites, the Negroes, the Hispanics, the Native and Seminole Indians. Okay? That perpetual hatred that we still see today. It's been going on forever. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Just different time, different season. All right? Therefore, as I live, saith,
You're the one trapped in perpetual hatred, not the world. That's why barely any of you exist in America. It's why your cult broke off from the mainstream Hebrew Israelite groups. It's why you're attacking me today. Very poorly, I might add. You're in a cult of hate that was founded on hate and does nothing but spread hate.
why the patience? Because we can't do nothing. Our weapons are not carnal, right? We're waiting on Yahweh Shai to come through. He said vengeance is his. He gets the first lick. And why wouldn't he? What'd y'all do to him?
Me? I did nothing. And that's the very point. You keep talking like white people, or hell, anybody alive today has anything to do with your made-up hogwash. None of us were Romans who crucified Jesus. None of you GMS cultists were there when all these events supposedly went down. And the evidence we have suggests none of it happened either. The truth of the matter is, you want these things to happen because you're a racist, a wannabe overlord, and a nobody who's been convinced it's your divine destiny to get everything handed to you. But hey, who am I to tell others how to waste their lives? Keep waiting. In fact, I will be the first Edomite, as you call me, to say here and now that when your racist God in the sky comes, I'll be the first one to go toe-to-toe with him. You tell him that, oh chosen one.
What'd you do to his people? Huh? So yeah, he get first lick. When he throw his hands up for us to get down, we about to get down. But until then, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints are only with the Israelites, the Negroes, the Hispanic, the Native and Seminole Indians, the elect judges of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay?
Your saints and elders are a bunch of old, washed-up ex-cons with no education and constantly take money from you because they can't and do not want to work. Here's what's going to happen. They'll die after living a life of not working and using fools like you. Then you'll do one of two things. One, waste your life staying in the cult for the next generation. Or two, become an elder and do the same shit yourself. Your future ain't too bright.
Now, remember what we read earlier. It said the elder shall serve the younger. Now, we know at this present point in time that the younger is serving the elder. Who's on top? Look at all the people in the whole face of the world. Who's on top? What nation of people is on top? Who's running shit?
There is no nation of people, you stupid cultist. No nation calls themselves white, black, Hispanic, or anything in between. There are countries that have higher demographics than others, but that's far from being a nation of that same race. And furthermore, culturally, no race is under the same banner. Ugandans are not the same as Kenyans, and Americans are not the same as British. You probably never learned that because you're stuck in your cultist compound doing things for your elder gods than doing anything with your life.
Whose face is on currency? Who pulls all the fucking strings in the world? Right? Now, who's on the bottom? Who's constantly shit on by any place we go? Constantly talked about, ridiculed, stereotyped, all that.
I'll give you A for acting and F in reality. It's called living on planet Earth. No one lives on planet Earth and hasn't been shit on, stereotyped, or even been a victim of some sort of injustice. But in your racist mind, no one's suffering matters but your own, because you're mad you can't be that oppressive to other people.
And yet, in our lowest state, why everybody want to be like the niggas, the Hispanics, the Native and Seminole Indian? Why people want to be like them? If we the lowest of the low, why people want? Because they sense that God on us, man. We are the salt of the earth. Even in our lowest state, people want to be around us, be like us.
Who are you even talking about? You literally don't even make up 20% of Americans, and you're a minority of a minority. You're kidding yourself if you think everyone wants to be around your racist dumbass. The power of delusion on full display here.
But I digress. Okay? We see who's on top. It's the white man. Well, self-proclaimed white man. These are the Edomites. The one that came out red all over like a hairy garment. How we know we talking about the same people? Watch how so-called white people are born. What color are they? I'll give you another hint. Leave these same people outside. No shirt, no pants, nothing. All right? Leave them outside. Leave them outside in the sun. What color do they turn? I'll give you another hint. You make them mad. Maybe even embarrass them. What color do these so-called white people change to? They turn red. Okay? That's their true color. That's the true coloration. And the Lord did that for a specific reason. You go back to the beginning.
A sunburn is not the true color of a white person. Our skin turns red under the sun as a result of lower melatonin, not because we're supposed to look like that, you uneducated fool.
So y'all can get on with that bullshit. We know who the wicked is. The whole world knows who the wicked is. You just constantly trying to run from it with your lying forked tongues that you do. It's too late, man. All right, you can't stop prophecy. Prophecy said that you will be revealed in these last days. The man of perdition, the one that's condemned. And when all the nations have served their time in captivity, all right, Esau, Edom, his descendants, the Amalekites, Idumea, all right, all of them will have no more placements upon the face of the earth after they do their time. They're going to be absolutely, utterly destroyed. The only nation of people destroyed out of the human gene pool will be the Edomites, Esau's descendants, Amalek, the grandson of Esau, the Amalekites, motherfucking finito, bitch. Because you did the most atrocious things in earth. You spread the most lies. Hell, you got the whole globe of people thinking that a Edomite is the son of the Most High God with the name JC. Fuck you.
Well, seeing as I am not a Christian, don't believe in Jesus, God, or your racist rhetoric, fuck you too. Fuck your racism, fuck the GMS, and fuck you personally. I don't give a flying fuck about the end of days or your prophecy. You GMS dummies can all piss in one hand and shit on the other and see which fills up faster.
Yeah, stolen identity. That's what they did back then. Iconoclasm. But nowadays you can get in trouble for that. Ain't that a bitch? But that's okay. Your time is coming. Your card is punched. Esau, Amalek. You've been found out. So you might as well just face the music, motherfucker. You're through.
You're right. I am through reacting to you. And I hope you enjoyed being exposed, you racist dummy. See how badly these GMS people are? They've been doing this non-stop over one little video because I dared prove some Hebrew Israelite groups, not all of them, have racist beliefs and street tactics. Can't even address my video right. Always got to go back to their stupid scriptures and move the goalposts. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.